Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for November 7th. In 1835, the ambiguous Declaration of November 7th, 1835, adopted by a vote of 33 to 14 at the San Felipe Consultation, was a declaration of the causes for taking up arms against Mexico. Because it concerns that Mexican Federalists might interpret the movement as one of secession, the declaration was drafted as a strategic document that would justify actions being taken in the eyes of the world and still convince the Federalists that Texas desired to preserve the Mexican Constitution of 1824. It pressed Mexico for Texas to become a separate state. And speaking of 1824, if you check out our camp polos on our website, we have an Alamo and 1824 flag polo shirt called The Alamo. We think you'll like. Check it out. In 1861, Francis R. Lubbock was inaugurated as governor. In 1978, William P. Bill Clements was elected the first Republican governor of Texas since Reconstruction. Mark White won the governorship in 1982, but Clements won a second term in the November 1986 election. Prior to winning his first term, he was preceded by Dolph Briscoe, and following his second term, he was succeeded by Ann Richards. In 1997, the George H.W. Bush Presidential Library and Museum opened on the West Campus of Texas A&M. Those present for the dedication, in addition to the former president and his wife Barbara, were Reverend Billy Graham, Texas Governor George W. Bush, and former U.S. Presidents Bill Clinton, Gerald Ford, and Jimmy Carter. In 2007, Mike Modano scored 2 goals for the Dallas Stars in one game to break Phil Housley's NHL record of 1,232 points by an American player. Modano spent nearly his entire career with the Dallas Stars and led them in their 1999 Stanley Cup victory. He was a 6-time NHL All-Star and a member of 3 U.S. Olympic teams. Modano became the Stars' all-time leader in goals, points, assists, and game-winning goals, and is an inductee into the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. And finally, in 2012, former UT Austin head football coach Darrell K. Royal passed away in Austin. And that, my friends, was your Texas History Roundup for November 7th. Thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you on the next one tomorrow. All right, you take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.